Oh, hi, babes!
So Laci, why don't you tell us what you're talking about today?
Know that I have a 16-year-old brother. This is him. He's basically my favorite person on the planet. He's up there on the list of reasons why feminism is important to me.
Oh, why might that be? Oh, right. So you can indoctrinate him with your little model of what society should be, right? I just wonder what her opinion of her brother would be if he disagreed with feminism.
Boys face a number of pressures related to their gender. For example, pressure to be physically tall and muscular.
Need I remind you that men actually produce testosterone, a hormone that makes men taller and more muscular? It's fucking science.
To push down feelings, especially fear and pain. To never cry or be vulnerable.
Ah, here we go. Talking about men when you clearly have never understood what it truly means to be a man. Okay, just to let you know, Laci, men think differently than women. Men think dominantly with the left side of their brain, which makes them think more logically and less emotionally. Men don't hide their emotions, they just don't feel much emotion in the first place.
Pressure to be into sports or to have manly hobbies. To prove yourself using violence or intimidation to solve problems. To prove your manhood by having lots of sex. Learning to see women as sex objects and struggling to have meaningful relationships with them. Pressure to be one of the guys. To make harmless jabs at each other meant to establish dominance. Pressure to be the protector in a relationship, never the protected. To be the breadwinner, the handyman, the money manager.
Wow, okay. What you just described is just human nature. Specifically, male nature. It's in our nature to go out and have sex with as many women as possible. It's in our nature to compete with other men, and yes, it's in our nature to go out into the world and dominate our environment. Men are naturally inclined to pursue all of the things that you just described.
To pursue physically demanding, dangerous, or even violent jobs.
Oh, I'm sorry, Laci. Is that because you want to pursue those jobs? Or maybe you want women to do all the heavy-duty jobs with the highest death rates? You know, like lumberjacks, coal workers. Yeah? So then maybe we can bring the number of female worksite deaths to the same number as males. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Then we'd have equality, right? You know what we should do? We should throw your ass into mine, Laci. And then we'll see if it's a fitting job for a woman, right?
Pressure to be the leader and to always have the answers. Is this sexism against men?
Seriously, Laci? Pressuring young boys to be leaders? Really? That's a bad thing?
Sexism is about exclusion and unequal power in society. It's about discrimination between individuals that bleeds into the workplace and into the law. Discrimination between individuals.
So you're going to have me believe that this has to do with discrimination against individuals while you proceed to talk about all men as a group.
It's about shaming, belittling, and devaluing the feminine.
Notice how she actually thinks that masculinity belittles femininity. If anything, Laci, masculinity goes perfectly with femininity. They complement each other. And the fact that you think this is exactly why most men do not like feminism, because feminism sees masculinity as a threat.
Notice how many of the pressures that boys face come down to defining themselves against women. I'm a man because I'm not emotional, like women. I'm not physically small, like women. I know how to throw a ball or even a punch, unlike women. So much of the pressures that boys face in the world come down to the expectation that they not be like girls.
So boys act a certain way because we taught them to be like that? Right? Society pressures them to be the way that they are because, boys are just little robots that we program with our societal norms. You know what? Masculinity isn't even in man's nature. It's all just society's fault that they are the way that they are. Fuck, I hate this blame society bullshit. It's like, if only we raised everybody to be the exact same with no gender stereotypes, we'd all be the same, right? Right? Wrong! Bulls are raised like cows, and cows like bulls. Yet clearly, there's a huge difference. Oh, why do you think that is? Think. Okay, I hope you got it.
These gender-specific pressures are a side effect of sexism. It's one version of masculinity, one way to be a real man that we impose on boys in a million subtle ways all throughout their lives. And the effects of that are serious. From men who have been told to repress their emotions so long that they can't physically cry anymore, to men who are left emotionally stunted in their relationships, caring fathers who can't get custody because nurturing is a girl thing, men who were raped and not believed. A real man wants sex all the time. He must have liked it. Version of masculinity is also connected to homophobia. Gay men are demonized because they're stereotyped as feminine. They like to take care of their appearance, they like to dance, they sleep with men, too much like women. It's also uncomfortable when men date men or women date women. Who's the woman in the relationship? Who's the man? How do relationships without gender roles and gendered power dynamics even exist? And you want to go a step deeper, it's connected to transphobia as well. Transphobia stems from fear and insecurity about people violating gendered norms and hierarchies. Violence against trans women is especially common because she's seen as a man who's lowering himself to the level of a woman.
Great. Okay, so society has raised little boys with homophobia and transphobia. So you're trying to tell me that I've been indoctrinated to hate gays and trans? I think you're wrong. You're just plain wrong. It's like saying that men only rape because we teach little boys that it's okay. No, I was never taught that.
Oh, this is gonna be BS. And it's actually terrible for society. There's more than one way to be a man or a woman. We all have a combination of feminine and masculine traits. It's part of being human. Let's teach boys and girls to value equality, respect, non-violence, instead of power, dominance, and aggression. Let's build a world where boys and girls can feel, can cry when they're sad, where we accept that emotions are part of being a human being, and we teach boys and girls to manage them in healthy ways, where anyone can be the stay-at-home parent and it's no thing, where you could choose to wear a dress or a tux and no one cares because it's just clothes, where women and men can be nurturers and protectors, nurtured and protected, where girls and boys can be leaders, where you can be strong sometimes and weak other times, a full dynamic human that can't be shoved into a box and told who to be.
We already live in that world, Laci. We already live in an open and accepting society that thinks all of this is fine. But you think that just because there are less stay-at-home dads than there are stay-at-home moms, that this is because society isn't accepting of stay-at-home dads. Wrong again. Different sex, different natural inclinations.
Obviously, the fact that women and girls face inequalities is reason enough to stand up against sexism. But let's not forget that sexism also affects men and boys. It affects gay men, lesbian women, trans folk, everyone in between. Understanding how these inequalities and attitudes permeate our society and working to correct them is in the best interest of everyone.
Ooh. I think I'm coming down with feminism. Cancer.
Show me love now.
You've got your hand on a button.
on the Facebook, he needs to get fucked. Please show him how your place look. Needs to get drunk, so show him how to make hooks. Think about yourself and say fuck all to the fake crooks. We'll cut her ties and you turn him in ashes. Roll him in that joint so the rope can kiss his ass in. As long as he leaves a mark, he's not tripping. He took a front seat on this log with his mission now. He's alone with his thoughts, he's just thinking about a rope. Ask him why he rhymes, it's the way he tries to cope with the fact that he's alone. It's on he's lost hope, they see that he's just fine. Helped him ease the pain with the thoughts he tend to linger. Why was he born in a world that only gave the finger? Fuck a doctor, he's taking those pills, nah. Fuck the normal and their social and skills, yeah. Fuck the way people made him think about himself, about it, she's about his fight. The red back on his shelf. He doesn't really want to take that, nah. He just wants to make it, okay. But he really wants to stop now and leave this world that he's created, but not now. He knows he's got the balls, but the time that's out of box. Let's look into the wall. Through these humans, got him